At St Michael's, we are constantly striving to uphold the three pillars of our community. The pillars of learning, of teaching, and of caring. In this ever-continuing struggle, we use... Mr. Gibson. Jared, how can I help you?
You asked to see me.
Yes, this is Dave and this is Tina, and they're here to make a documentary on the school.
What?
Do try and keep up, Jared. The school has decided to make a film to document my final few weeks as head of the school. So, I've instructed all of the staff to be as welcoming and as cordial as possible, and I'm sure, for their part, Dave and Tina won't get in the way of the dynamic, functional learning environment that is St Michael's Grammar. I'm not smiling. Why am I not smiling?
All right, Rice, settle down. All right, so we've got a tank. Now, the thing about the tank is very similar to economics in the sense that in the tank you've got two drivers, right? Everyone, okay, just heads up here, eyes up here. All right, and in the tank you've got two drivers. One driver is trying to, move.
So if you just follow me this way, you can see here we have one of our 21st century light-filled learning environments equipped with state-of-the-art West German scientific equipment. And if you follow me this way, you can see here we have another 21st century light-filled learning environment equipped
Wait a second. This is a different room?
Environment.
Environment.
That's correct.
How can you tell?
What do you mean?
How do you know where this environment finishes and that one begins?
I'm not sure I quite understand the question.
Well, where are the walls?
The what?
The walls. You know, they separate rooms from rooms.
Oh, see, if you're talking about rooms, that's the case. But since we're learning environments, we have no need for such antiquated and redundant technology. It's like asking, where are the crank telephones or the gas lamps or the PowerPoints?
Where? You don't have PowerPoints?
Moving on.
Well, let me ask one question. If the class...
Learning cooperative.
The learning cooperative in this environment are doing a test and the learning cooperative in that environment are watching a movie, how do you stop the noise?
Mr. Gibson, good to see you. Good to see you. How are you?
I'm very well indeed.
That's good. That's good. Wonderful. Okay, you take care.
I will.
You take care. Wonderful. Thank you. Hi. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
For me, teaching is more than just looking at textbooks and writing on a whiteboard. To be a true teacher, you also need to be a guardian, a protector, a lifeguard. You need to be a counsellor, a midwife, an acupuncturist, a stick insect breeder. You need to be able to do Peruvian folk dancing. You need to be an expert on counter-terrorism. But most importantly, you need to guide students and show them that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Good to see you! Good to see you! That's Miss Tickle. She dances.
You know, my job isn't to tell them what they can and can't do. My job is merely to show them the way.
No, good to see
you need to be a
Good
friend.
to see you. Now I heard rumours. Apparently, you committed genocide on a Yazidi tribe in Israel. Is this true? Good to see you. Good to see you. You take care. Okay. Now this guy here is a very dangerous man.
Jim, how are you? How are you, Jim?
The question is, how are you?
I'm excellent.
That's the question, Mr. Wong.
Sometimes I wonder what life is all about. I have no clue.
We sat down with Dr. Chris Magellan, a senior member of the St Michael's faculty.
Right, Chris. So you were the head of Learning Engagement Management. No, that was my role up until last week. My title is now, in fact, Director General of Forthright Output Cohesion.
Is that so?
Yes.
So what does your new role entail?
Oh no, it's exactly the same.
So why'd they change your title?
How's it going, mate?
Ah, the big man, there he is. Good to see you, good to see you.
Good morning, Jim. How are you?
I'm good, I'm feeling alive, positive and connected.
Great.
Now, what's all this I'm hearing about a party on Saturday night?
Please, I really don't have much time,
Yeah,
so if you'd like
absolutely.
to take a seat.
No, you're very busy, I respect that, yeah. So what can I do for you? Do you want me to be the next principal?
Not exactly, no. As you know, this is my last term as head of St Michael's Grammar School.
Absolutely, yeah.
After 18 years of dedicated service.
Absolutely.
And I've been taking the time to clean up a few things before I leave.
Very important to do that, yeah.
You've been a member of staff here at St Michael's Grammar School for 7 years now.
Absolutely.
You've, without doubt, been one of our best maths and science teachers.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The kids love you.
The kids adore me, Simon, for I am their shepherd.
Right. There's no doubt that you've been a very positive part of our school community over your tenure here. However, we have received a number of complaints from parents over the last few years regarding your conduct.
My conduct?
Rocking up to school with an appetizer bottle full of God knows what, turning up to class 10 minutes late and then spending another 20 minutes doing yoga, teaching students how to make unsavoury substances in chemistry, performing tarot card readings during parent-teacher interviews. The list goes on. Jim, there comes a time when eccentricity is no longer an asset. You've crossed a line.
Mr. Gibson, life is all about crossing lines and pushing boundaries.
Jim.
Aristotle once said,
Jim.
a man who lives his life...
Jim, please. Unfortunately, after much careful consideration between myself and the Board of Directors of St Michael's Grammar School, we've decided to terminate your contract as a member of staff here. This was a very difficult decision, make no mistake. And we thank you very much for your service. You have until tomorrow to clear your office, and I thank you very much for your time.
You know what's good about you? You're you, and you're not afraid to be you. In life, people will tell you have to be this way or that way, and you do your own thing. And for that, my respect for you has gone through the roof. I think it's wonderful.
Jim, please, I have a meeting in 5 minutes. I've asked you to leave.
When I was in the Greek army, and I was lying in a field knowing I could be shot by a Turk at any moment, I realised life isn't all about one direction splitting up. Life is about transcendence and being at one with the present and the now.
Jim, please. I've asked you to leave.
Now you are absolutely off the rails. What's all this I'm hearing about you? I walk down Common Walk and you tell me, you say, "F off, Mr. Gareth." Am I not in your league or something? Am I...
Please. Jim, if you don't leave my office now, I'm calling the police.
Let's do some yoga. Okay, and down, and incline, and squeeze the tush, and release the chakras.
That's it.
And this is called the Indian starfish. And yoga is very important, Simon.
All right.
Yoga is very, very, very important.
You're coming with me.
You need to do yoga. Yoga is important, Simon. Please, I love yoga. Body, mind.
St Michael's is situated in the vibrant Chapel Street precinct of St Kilda. We caught up with some of the locals to get their opinion of the school.
Okay, so like overall I'm pretty anti-private schools. Like I think they're kind of like really wrong. They're like bourgeois, capitalist, elitist, you know, but like the kids at St Michael's are pretty cool. Like I bumped into them a few times at Revs and like they're not that bad.
I think it's extremely important that young people get the opportunity to thrive, to express themselves, to dance, to paint, to act, to perform. And I think St Michael's really does provide that.
They always come around and they always walk around there and that. And I'm sitting down there and then I was doing marching, and then basically just beating me all that, right? And I know what is going on in the time, you know?
The Aerobios app, and here we can see, it's a great app, it's got all kinds of information, I've got lots of great stuff. Look, here you can even see, the mimic octopus is an Indo-Pacific species of octopus, right? And it's capable of impersonating other octopus species, which is quite similar to economics, because you've got, the RBA constantly trying to mimic the Commonwealth. Oh, it's a beautiful mix. And anyway, as I was saying, sorry to go on a tangent, they're notable for being able to, I don't know if I've told you this before. Right, I don't know if I've told you this before, but...
I don't know if I've told you this before.
I don't know if I've told you this before.
So, for my opening address, 2017 speech night, how's this? Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to welcome you here to 2017 speech night at the wonderful Hamer Hall. What a venue it is. I'd like to start tonight by...
Yeah, I think we can skip that bit for now.
Okay.
Simon?
I'll put a new bit in. Here we go. St Michael's has such a key focus on diversity because it is our firm core belief that a diverse school community is imperative to the education and the development of the youth. As such, St Michael's does its best to promote diversity within the school and achieve greater levels of diversiveness. What do you reckon?
Yeah, no, it was good.
How you going, mate?
I mean, why not? We know how this works. We've studied the texts of all the great masters. We know the history, the politics, the laws, the economics and the ethics. We've all got our manifestos, our berets and our little red books. We must crush the bourgeois that preside at their ivory desks. We must share all the knowledge and all the funding, but mostly the funding. And most of all, we must stop from making us keep psych as part of faculty. I mean, it was bad enough taking geography. But psych? It's time to reclaim what's ours. Who's with me? Oh, who am I kidding? A glorious socialist proletariat revolution would never work at this school.
I wouldn't give up so soon.
Everything seems to be in order. Why don't you tell me about yourself, Carol?
Well, Dad, my name's Carol. I'm 26 years old. I just completed a Bachelor of Teaching and Learning at RMIT. I'm really, really passionate about young people. I'm really good at teaching. I think I'd be so good for this position, and you should totally hire me.
Right, well, everything seems to be in order, Carol. I was just wondering if I could ask you one quick routine question that we ask all our new employees here. Have you had any contact with a man named Jim Garris?
I don't. Who's Jim Garris? Who? I don't know who that is. I have no idea. You seriously no idea who that is?
I think you do know who Jim Garris is, Carol. I think you know Jim Garris very well. You know, I have a sneaking suspicion that her name wasn't Carol.
Vraiment, j'en peux plus, ces enfants.
Non, je ne regrette rien. Ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal,
charger in.
Well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's going over you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at you too. When I'm lonely, well, I know I'm gonna be.
Ah, I forgot to turn it on.
Simon, thought I might just let you know, the communist forces have taken over the CAF as well as the Scholastic building and the gym quad. Yeah. So I'm just going to show the documentary crew out. They're done. Okay, awesome. Sons of Ulster.
To hell with this. Oi, you lot. Want something to make a documentary about? Come with me. Sit down. Chris, get out. This may be my last year at St Michael's, but no one interacts without my express permission. Did you once consider the effect of your actions on others? Did you clear this setup with planning and maintenance? Here's a good one. Did you even file a single health and safety or ecological survey? And you, Stephanie Murphy, Jerry Martin may be Lord of VCAR, but I'm still the head of this school, and I built this school from nothing. Okay, the quad was here and there was the Scholastic, and that's beside the point. And for the next 3 months, you will be the best goddamn teachers in the state. Now back to classes with all of you before I issue you all with Year 8 exoduses.
And so, the reforms that followed the attempted revolution brought harmony between students and teachers alike. And there was much rejoicing.
The strongest shoulder won't hold you up. And cold October won't call your love. 'Cause you make it dangerous when you're playing games of love. Now you're taking over us. 'Cause you make it dangerous when you're playing games of love. Now you're taking over us. I can't just believe it. I cannot receive that.
All right, guys, so basically inflation is like a rock trying to fall off a cliff. So if you don't stop it, it's got to fall. Oh my, we're gone a little bit over time. All right, that's all we got time for today, folks. Just remember, odd numbered questions from the book and we should be all good.